champion on his outside. 25 laps of distance here at the Bullring. We are green at Rush County. Drivers are going to duck down into turns 1 and 2. Kelby Fetters will take that early race lead as they work their way onto the back straightaway. Side by side, third on back as they work for position. Lap number 1, give it to the 911K of Kelby Fetters. Drivers work side by side further on back. That's a battle for fifth as now Jake Martins looks to the inside of the 11K of Tyler Knight. As they work their way through turns 3 and 4. Car off the pace on the bottom of turn number 2. Caution flag will wave here on lap number 2 as Mason Day and car number 6 off the pace there on the bottom of turn number 2. The car in question. Well, Ricky coming back to the green flag here at the Bullring. Good restart as the field makes their way up to speed as they dash down into 1 and 2. Side by side battle for the second spot momentarily as Hewish will take that second position as now Richardson will turn to the outside of turns 3 and 4. Pulls up alongside of Hewish for a moment as they work their way off of turns 1 and 2. Fetters still has the race lead. Hewish battles back to the inside and gets a good lead and jump away from the 20th. Richardson as they battle for that second spot. Fetters now trying to keep a clean nose. Lap traffic, if we stay green, will become a factor later in this one. Fetters already at least a half a track. Battles all around the Bullring. It's tight. It's elbows up. You've got to be on your toes every inch of the way. Fetters now has at least 3 cars in front of him. He's brought back in your other race leaders as Hewish is on his back bumper. Hewish on the back bumper of the 911K as they come out of turn number 4. Battle is for the lead as they go off into 1 and 2. Fetters on the binders as he works the bottom of turn number 2. He'll sweep up back against the guardrail out of turn number 2 and onto the back straightaway. Bobble for the race leader on the outside. Here comes the rocket. Hewish gets blocked. Fetters to the outside. Leaves the bottom lane open. Hewish now will get on the binders. He'll go up in front of the 911K. Your race is for the lead down the back straightaway. Lap traffic now. Fetters goes up and around. Problems and the caution will come out. Here at the Bullring. The Rocket Jeremy Hewish gets a good start and a good launch as they work their way up to speed out of turn number 2. Everybody in the tire tracks of the 88J as they work their way onto the back straightaway and off into turns 3 and 4. Hewish with a good lead as Kobe Walters taking on to that second spot. Richardson in third, Jake Martin fourth. Everybody trying to run down the 88J now of Hewish as they work up to speed out of 3 and 4. Richardson trying to work that right rear tire up against the cushion on the top shelf and turns 3 and 4 laps at the Bullring. Hewish gets a good start. Oh, problems in turn number 2. One car goes up and around, almost got up on its lid. Oh, problems! Chad Salem just clobbered and T-boned the 11K of Tyler Knight. We go red. Back to the green flag we go. File restart as drivers make their way up to speed and now to turn number 2, Jeremy Hewish, your race leader. No question about it. It's got one of the fastest cars on track here tonight as now Richardson trying to work around the outside of the 33 of Walters. Walters hanging on to that second spot as they come back up across the front straightaway. Back into 1 and 2. Walters still hanging on to that second spot, but here comes Richardson. Oh, car up and around on the top of turn number 2. As we stay green for a moment, no caution will come back out. That's the 49Z. Check that, the 49A of Ace Moore going for a spin on the top of turn number at the Rush County Speedway. Jake Martin slid a little high there, left the bottom lane open for a moment for Herbert, but actually gets a good launch down the back chute. So now he'll storm to the inside of the 20 of Richardson, forces Richardson to go to the bottom of the racetrack for the first time out of 3 and 4. They'll side-by-side battle off into 1 and 2. Richardson retakes that third spot. Now Martins will slide back to his inside. Slingshot, engaged, taking that third spot away. Here comes the 17X of Martins, last year winner at the Bullring. Can he pick up a couple more spots? Sits in third, now trying to run down the 33 of Walters for second. 33 of Colby Walters. Hewish gets the right rear up against the cushion, gets a good launch out of turn number 4. 2 to go as they work their way into 1 and 2. Hewish slides her high to the top of turns 3 and 4 as he sees the white flag. Final trip down into turns 1 and 2. Kobe Walters not able to run down the 88J. Final trip into turns 3 and 4. Jeremy Hewish is now a 2-time winner here at the Rush County Bullring. Kobe Walters comes home second. Speedway, the driver out of the car. Let him hear you. He'll do the wing dance. Jeremy Hewish, tonight's winner. Out of Ness City, Kansas, by way of Jetmore, Kansas. Rush County Speedway, he's out of the car. He can hear you now. Let him hear you. Tonight's winner. Your second win all time in your career here at the Bullring with the Rebels. You pick up the hardware tonight. Just talk about that race and talk about this track. I'm stepping on it down here. It's still got moisture. It's tacky as heck, and you had a heck of a run.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually struggling there quite a bit. So thankfully we had the track position and got around Kilby there in lap traffic to just kind of hang in there and bide our time, I guess. But it sounds like he was right there on us, and thankfully it wasn't 30 laps, and it was just 25 because I was barely hanging in.
Yeah, talk about that drive. You had to get around a really young, talented driver of Kelby Fetters, and then you had to hold off one of your older competitors of Kobe Walters. Just talk about the competitors tonight and the track and just how competitive it was out here on the Bullring. The fans seen how competitive it was, but you as a driver, you had to endure 25 laps of that.
Yeah, it really was. Kilby was laying down some really, really good laps for being a rookie and first time at this place, and he was going to be really hard to get around, and I had nothing for him out in clean air. So props to those guys and that team and him and everything else, and then also big props to Walters and all them guys for not giving up. A little incident in the heat race, and then he comes charging through the field like that's pretty cool. And I didn't know who was behind me, but I knew they had to have been close, and they were probably better than me, but I was just trying to hang in.
Ladies and gentlemen, let them hear you. Tonight's winner at the Rush County Bullring, Jeremy Hewitt.